males, so we need to get some females in here. We It's a big night, man. I really hope the fellas start to file in here. We're going to be talking Phil Tiplett's Mad God, but before we do that, couple things to get into. Um, we had a subscriber today, and he mentioned this a day ago. In start menu appear, white balance, NG. That's the no good um, error message that appears in the service menu. What does it mean? Can it be changed to okay? So the simple answer is when you open your service menu, if you see that NG, which means not good, error message, it's in red and it cannot be changed back. It What it means is you have changed the white balance in the service menu from what it was set at the factory. So it's just really a way to communicate to the technicians that may be working on the panel, if they are. And from what I understand, depending on what technician you get, they may say something like, the panel can't be serviced because of the error code, or they may just not worry about it and service it. So um, the two shortest answers are you cannot change it, but it should not hurt the display. Now, this user, Nico92, he has a service remote. I'm assuming Nico has a colorimeter and some kind of program to check it with. So um, you can just reset your white balance. And as Classy is correct and always points out to us, if you don't have a Spectro, you're kind of just, I don't know, keeping it between the ditches, but you're not precise. However, just having a colorimeter, X-Rite, uh, has worked wonders for my displays. So, yeah, I guess that's the simple answer to Nico 92. You can't change it. But you can just go back and redo your white balance. Remember, when you're working with your, say, peak white, trying to balance that, you need to be at your 109 window, which is should be 123 nits, right? So you don't calibrate the white balance. And we have a good friend. We have a level 3 calibrator in here, and uh, I don't know if he's with us this evening, but he probably will be, Dwayne. And when you calibrate that white point in your service menu at 100%, you really need to be using 109% slide, if that makes any sense. There's so much stuff to it. But as I've said recently, I really want to invest in Calman Home again, get another year's license, and mess with that. So tonight, we're here to talk about Phil Tiplett's Mad God. It's something that I've been just so excited for and literally been on and on about for quite some time. We don't have the guys here tonight. They're not starting to final, so I'm just going to start talking about it. No spoilers because I never do that. But this is one of those movies that I just don't think I would recommend to a lot of people. It was really different, and while I I just love the stop action filming, or whatever you call that, it's beautiful. It it was a visual, and audio was very bass heavy, but mm, yeah. See, I don't know how to say it. I don't like spoilers, so it was a tough watch, man. Some of it made me feel real uncomfortable. That's just all I can say. I think this is something that usually when I talk about something in this community, I'm recommending it. But Phil Tiplett's Mad God it might be a tough watch. Yeah. So um, if you have Amazon Prime, if you have subscription to Shutter, then I guess it's worth checking out. But be warned. excuse me. Be warned. Excuse me again. Be warned. For me, it was a tough watch. So I don't think a lot of people are going to be into Phil Tiplett's Mad God. Which hey, it's okay. Hey, Dwayne's in here, buddy. Dwayne. I was just talking about calibration of the white point at 100% because we had a subscriber to the community talk about he has the NG, he has the dreaded not good error in his service menu, and basically what I was saying is that error message is not going to go away, but he should just redo the white balance anyway. And my little cherry on top of that is when you're trying to I didn't get a chance to watch it. That's all right, buddy. You'll see it, but it's a tough watch. But I really would like your input on this one. So when calibrating the white point at 100%, I am under the understanding that we use the 109 um, tab, not the 100, the 109. And then we calibrate that white balance, which is 109 is basically 100%, 123 nits, right? So if you have anything to add to that, please, sir, correct me if I'm wrong because I very well could be. But yeah, that NG error is not going away, is it, buddy? Uh, Probably not. Yep, 109. And Dwayne's level 3, man. Like he's golden. So when he confirms it, like I honestly just kind of know what I've read, but Dwayne's the man, dude. Level 3's that's pretty good. So thank you for the confirmation, Dwayne. Yeah. So anyway, back to Mad God. Dude, it was kind of tough for me, man. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what I expected, but well, I got some of what I expected, which was these crazy landscapes. Very, I don't know, demonic, hellish. It was crazy, man. But I don't think a lot of people are going to be turned on by it. I think a lot of people are going to watch this and be like, "What the shit did I just watch?" And it that's the one thing I kept asking every 15, 20 minutes. I was like, I don't know what I'm watching. And it was crazy. CG, my friend, good to see you, brother. Hey, Joe, did you think Valentina won that fight? That's actually a good question. And if you will reference our friend the Weasel put out a video that night, and he thought by eye watching the fight live that yeah, it was kind of. But if you listen to his explanation, yeah, I think Shevchenko could have won that fight on points. Hey, it's all up to the judging. I disagree with the Carla Espinola win because even though it was a stalemate and she had more control time, you have to take it from the champ. Um, and look, in MMA, modern MMA, people always think that the top position, in which it is, the top position is dominant. Early MMA, the guard was a hard thing to get out of. It was a hard thing to pass, and people took a lot of damage in the guard. Shevchenko stayed in full guard, half guard, a lot of time even on bottom, but doing work, doing work. So if you're on top with control time, but you're not doing work, okay, but you're on bottom, losing the control time, but you're doing work. eh, I was yeah. Check out the Weasel, man. I think he's got that one right. I do think that's the right call because in my mind she didn't take it from the champ. Let's see what Dwayne said. I had to calibrate a TV for a guy who messed up his white point. And in his service menu, best way to fix it is to do auto cal. There you go. It will override the service menu with white point. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, our guy, Luke M Tech. What's up, buddy? Are you here, brother? Oh man, I'm not hearing you. Okay, all right. I'm sure Luke will come back. Let's see. So yeah, I'll be honest with you, Dwayne. I was a real downer on AutoCal Home um, for like the last 5 6 months of that license, which ran out in February, March of this year. But yeah, right. I think like Luke's coming back up, right? Um, but they got a lot better with that version they put out. There he is. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, our friend Luke M Tech. How you doing, sir? All right, Luke's there. Maybe it might be my internet, y'all. I hope it's not. Um, we're having some technical difficulties, but back to Dwayne here. Yeah, AutoCal, right? But I do think AutoCal is stronger now than it was in early 2021, even. Back half of 2020 and 2021, that program was kind of stale for me. Set its perimeters, and that was it. But now it seems to be working a little bit more permanent. Let's see what Dwayne says. I never used AutoCal, but it was in an instance that was the best way. Hey, there he is. We got you, brother. Oh, no audio, bro. Hold on. Yeah, no audio, my friend. Let's see. Let's see. Am I supposed to? Let me turn up some volume for you. Yeah, the volume's up. You're not muted. Let's see. Man, edit mic settings. Let me check this out. Echo cancellation, auto adjust mic. Yeah, I mean, Luke, you should be good, buddy. Let me click on this one. Again, edit mics. Yeah, see, your mic is just, I can't even move your dial. Okay, so we're having some technical difficulties here, man. And I really want to know what Luke had to say about Mad God, because that's what, yeah, we were supposed to, Blue, and there was supposed to be a bunch of us here. But listen, it's Friday night. People have stuff to do. I understand it. Dwayne's last comment said he was heavy with it. Like, yeah, I think the first the first time I did AutoCal, or I should say the first successful AutoCal I had, it changed my world. But five, oh, he's saying he couldn't hear me. Oh, I'm sorry, Luke. Mute Mike. I mean, yeah, Luke, I couldn't hear you either, brother. Um, but I'm assuming that the other people in chat can hear, because Dwayne and I are having a conversation through chat, so he's got to be able to hear it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, buddy. But again, I was just saying it's Friday night, you know. So yeah, yeah, it's tough, you know. But Dwayne's here, you know. CG, okay, CG. So, what'd you think of Valentina, brother? Okay, all right. Here we go. Boom. Can you hear me now? Oh, yeah, must be something going on with the setup. Luke, let me give you another. Let me give you another link, brother. Here you go. Okay, check that one out, homie. That's yeah, the new link. Refresh, you know, most recent link. Maybe that helps. Does something a little different. Um, yeah, I think AutoCal has come a little way, man. So I'm gonna invest in the LG for Calvin Home, but you know, you can't build a 3D LUT with Calvin Home. Yeah, it is what it is, right? Uh, yeah. Oh man, man, I really wanted to know what Luke had to say about Mad God. He had watched it Thursday. We were both talking about it yesterday evening. Blue Versace, man, our guy. Really interested to see what all the guys have to say. You rock. Yeah. So, man, I'm sorry, guys. There was supposed to be. It has its uses. Let's check this out. It has its uses. Uh, I can build 3D with Calvin Professional. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, um, one of the reasons I'm jealous, but man, that license, my friend, is so expensive, and that's a yearly license. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm only ever going to display or calibrate the displays in my home. I'm never going to go do that probably for somebody else, even though I wanted to at a time. But once I realized, like, hey, yeah, I'm just, uh, yeah, yeah, that helps, man. That helps. All right, here we go. Oh man, I hear you, dog. I hear you.
I restarted my phone. Maybe it was something to do with my phone. I don't know.
There we go. I think the fresh link too. The fresh link helped. I'm sure, man.
Yeah.
So, man, really happy to hear from you tonight, my friend. You know what tonight's all about. We've been just talking some stuff, but
Yeah.
we're here for Mad God. So,
Wow.
yeah, I want to hear. We want to hear what your thoughts are, my friend.
Wow. I thought it was crazy, dude. Like nothing I've ever seen. I mean, it was wild. I mean, I enjoyed it, but at the same time, it was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just like it was like watching, like, it was like almost like being in a nightmare that you're sleeping and you've been in like your worst nightmare. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, I'm with you.
I
That's
mean,
that's
that's
a
the
really
way it
good.
felt like my worst nightmare I've ever had. And that's what that movie was. It was so well done. I mean, oh my God. It
It
was,
it
phew.
Yeah, it was like for me, dude. There was some parts where it just like disturbed me, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh my
Yeah, I was
God.
like,
Yeah.
whoa, like it
Yeah.
was tough, but the whole
Yeah.
time I'm like, visually, dude. Um,
Yeah.
all right,
It was
Dwayne,
on
come on
another
back now.
level.
Visually, it was yeah. I can see
Yeah.
why they said this thing it was 30 years in the making, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. No
And
doubt.
dude, I'm a little confused, but I think it was like three different stories that lended itself to one.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
that makes any sense. Like I was so confused,
Yeah.
like 30, 40 minutes into that thing. I was like, what is going on
Yeah.
here?
I was too. I was too. I'm like, is this, I didn't know where it was going. I was like,
Yeah, dude.
what is it? But yeah.
It it was something though, man. And I actually said before you came on that I when I talk about things, I usually recommend them, and I was so pumped up and ready for this, right? Man, I don't know that a lot of people are gonna enjoy this, Luke.
Well,
It
I'll
was
say
jacked
this.
up.
I'll be honest with you. It's definitely not my kind of movie. I'm not into like any horror stuff or it's just not my genre. But I got to say one thing about this movie. This guy's imagination is on a whole nother level, man. To come up with something like that, I've never seen anything like it. So just to watch it, to see that, I think it's worth it. Would it be the kind of movie I'd want to sit down and watch again? No, probably not. To be honest with you, it's not. Not for me anyway.
It
And
was
I'm
such
being,
an experience, man. You're right. It was such an experience, and I just
yeah,
automatically assumed it would be that film, brother, that I just watched over and over again. But man,
no,
um, sat
yeah,
through it, and yeah, and I was like, wow, it it surprised me, it shocked me, it
yeah, oh yeah,
disturbed me,
yeah,
and the whole time, like all these things are going on, I'm just looking at it like, but
dude.
it's so beautiful.
It was, but it was such. Oh my god, it was like dying and going to hell, man. It was like, I mean,
Yeah,
like the worst thing you can even ever imagine. I mean,
yeah, it was.
that's what I was sitting there thinking. My God, this is awful, dude.
Yeah, it was quite the experience, man. I don't think a lot of people are gonna dig it, and I said it earlier. I'm gonna say it again. I might have like fanned the flames on it and hyped it up a little
No, I
much
don't
because
think. No, I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong because it's the type of movie that it's just so different that I think people should see it, just for the simple fact that you'll never see anything else like. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, no way.
I kind of almost, and this is going to sound crazy, but I kind of almost wish I could have seen it on a big screen. I think it would have had even more impact being in a movie theater and with the
Oh
sound. I
yeah,
mean,
I
do you
think
know what
you're
I'm
absolutely
saying?
right. Oh yeah, I'm with you 100%. Yeah, because what I loved about it, honestly, it was kind of like taking a break from HDR, man.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
didn't have some really bright, crazy. That's the one thing. Like, actually, I will say this: there was lots of explosions and
Oh yeah,
fire type stuff in there. So
yeah.
that stuff did get bright, but for the majority of the film,
No,
it's dark, it's dreary, and it wasn't like I was being bombarded with HDR highlights.
but I think that's the way that movie should have been. I don't
Oh
think
yeah,
it
for
should.
sure.
I don't
And
think
that's
it.
why I, to your point, I
Yeah.
really think that being on the big screen would do
Oh yeah.
nothing to help it because,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I mean, they're showing all that stuff at 100 nits anyway, so
Yeah.
um, or
Well,
most of the theater.
I don't think you're wrong for recommending that at all. I think it was it's almost like a work of art, man. I mean,
Oh,
it
it is.
really
It's
is.
one of those crazy works of art where people are like,
Yeah,
yeah, if it was a painting, it'd probably sell for $1 million, and there'd be a
exactly.
lot of people like, whoa, who would
Yeah.
buy that for $1 million? But then there'd be a lot of people that are like, oh yeah,
I'll tell you
totally
one
worth
thing. I'll tell you one thing that'll give you a lot to think about. That's for damn sure. I mean, it was whoo. It's like being on a
it.
bad
Yeah.
acid trip or something.
Yo, dude, I'm glad you said it. I was thinking to myself,
Yeah.
man, I'm really glad I'm not on like some kind of hallucinogens or
Yeah.
something
Oh
watching
man,
this
no way.
because it was, man, we got Blue. Blue's like, what's up, guys? I'm super sick. Oh no, been a rough day. Hope y'all doing well. Blue,
Ah, sorry to hear
oh
that,
man,
Blue.
I'm sorry to hear it, my friend.
I
Brother,
hope you
it's
feel
been
better,
going
brother.
around everywhere.
You're sick. You
Man,
know why you're sick, Blue? Because all that money you spent. That'll do that to
yeah, man.
you.
Blue just like
Blue
Blue
blew it,
just went
man.
total ham
Oh, he
on
did.
his setup, dude. I'm so excited.
He shot the total wad, bro. He really did.
Man, dude, like I'm
Yeah.
super excited for his build and
Oh, I'm
it's
happy
gonna
for him.
be it's
Yeah, I'm
gonna be
happy for
incredible. Yeah, right. And yeah, dude, yeah.
That's
Blue hit
awesome,
that
man.
nail on the head, man. When you spend all that money, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's a little piece. Hey, but here's what Youth Man says all the time. That's Michael on YouTube. His name's Youth Man. He's Daily High Five Boys. He does his own thing.
Uh-huh.
He says, "You buy once, you cry once, fellas."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that there's a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
truth to that, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a budget guy. I love to go budget, but
Yeah.
like yeah, that's just what it is, man. You buy once, you
What do you
cry once.
mean? What do you mean, budget guy? What do you mean by that?
Well, Luke, my beginning journey in
Right.
this whole stuff was just to like kind of document my home theater because it was in a living room and I wanted to show people you didn't have to spend $10,000, $20,000
Oh no.
as
Right. Right.
well.
Yeah.
It was like a hidden theater.
Yeah.
It was hidden. And I will always appreciate that fact. And, you know, it always made me laugh that I never had anyone come in my home, demo anything
Yeah.
on my system and say, you know, that would have been better with the trend off. Or you really should have probably forked out a little more for
Yeah.
those, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever speaker you want to
Right.
place in
No,
there,
I hear
right?
you. I hear you.
And that was at that time I started making videos. The display was by far the most expensive piece of equipment that
Yeah.
I had. And still to this day, the most expensive piece of single equipment is the display. Other than
Yeah.
that, my processor,
Yeah.
my 5 channel amp from
Yeah.
Emotiva
Yeah.
are all under that.
Yeah.
So
Same with me, Joe. The CX 77 inch, I think it was like, well, that and S95B were around the same price, 3 grand. So
man,
yeah,
I think FOMO just posted the other day that an 83 C1 at Costco was selling for, I think, man, what do you say, $3,600, like
Wow.
$35.99,
Wow.
and it came with a 5-year warranty.
Wow. That's crazy, man.
That at
Wow.
83. Okay, but
Yeah.
but here's my warning. Here's my warning.
Yeah.
I don't think people should buy the 83 yet because I believe it's the same um, uh, power brick, whatever you want to say, as the 77. Meaning you're dealing with a lot more real estate here, but you can't pump more power to it. You can only pump the power that goes to, say, a 77-inch, like the one in my living room.
Right.
That power supply was not designed for 83 inches, is my
Right.
understanding. So I would caution people on that 83-inch
Yeah.
for last year and this year.
Hey Joe, did Blue got the Sony A80J, right?
He was
I'll tell you what,
planning.
good thing he got it because they're about sold out at Best Buy. They're about gone. So
Well, that's
they're good thing he got it when he did.
I think Blue had it for a little while. He was planning on swapping out the A80 with something else, but there was a mix-up. So when Best Buy came to his house, they thought they were just doing an installation,
Right.
and
But he
uh,
kept the A80J, right?
he did. He ended up
Yeah.
keeping the A80J because
Yeah.
Matt was coming the next day. Ninjician was on his way to
Yeah. Yeah.
calibrate all the displays, and he didn't want to push it back again. Let's see if Blue says, I won't buy an 83 until it's more than 15%, because it's no more than 15% the expense because it's only 15% more surface area. Well, I
Yeah.
totally agree with that comment,
Yeah,
Blue,
me
but
too.
I think
Me
for
too.
me, if you have the same power supply for the 73 as you do the 77 as you do the
Right.
83,
Right.
it makes, okay, I'm a dumb guy. I do dumb math. The 77, I don't know that can draw enough power to
Right.
supply 83 inches.
Yeah.
So
I
listen, I
don't
could be
know.
totally wrong about that. That's a question maybe
Yeah.
for Dwayne. He could probably answer that a little better. But that's why
Yeah.
I'm
I don't
not on
know.
board with the 83. But I will say
Yeah.
that Costco 83 for
Oh,
$35.99
that's
and a
great,
5-year
Joe.
warranty, y'all. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
come on. Like, that's incredible, dude.
Because from what I've heard, there's not a big difference between the C2 and the C1. You know, that's what I've heard. I mean, I haven't
You
seen the
know,
C2 in person, so I really can't say. I know my
E-Rock went from a C10 to a C2, but E-Rock and I talk we talk a lot, and we're
right,
we're on the same wavelength.
right,
I believe that there is a difference between a C2 and C1. Everybody says there's no difference by the C1, but if you go back 2 years ago and watch my channel, you'll see I was singing that tune along with hey, buy last year's model, you save money. I was singing that tune. And now I think that we have guys that are singing that tune because, well, they don't want to seem wrong about something. I don't know, but I think that C2.
Have you seen them both, Joe?
I have not, but again, based
Okay.
on my conversations with Rock,
Yeah.
and again, Rock went from a C10 to a C2, but where we fill that gap in
Right.
is I have the C1 and the C10. Corey had
Yeah.
the C10 and now has the C2. So when we talk about things, we get these crazy long conversations about
Yeah.
what the displays are doing. And what I hear Rock saying, I think there's a bump to the C2, and I think it's probably
Oh, I
mostly
think
processing.
no, don't get me wrong. I definitely think there's a bump. But my question is, even with the S95B that I have, how much of a bump is it really? When you really get down to brass tacks, when you
So,
really,
yeah, I'd say the
how much
S93.
of a, I'm not poo-pooing on anyone getting a nicer TV, but I think these TVs are so good right now that it's like, how much of a difference is there really at the end of the day? You froze, Joe. You froze.
Oh no. Can you hear me?
Now I can. Okay.
All right, cool. I'd say one of LG's biggest problems in the past has been their SDR upscaling.
Yeah.
The C1 got better than the C10, but I think the C2 is a lot better at upscaling SDR and processing XDR than even the C1. So for me,
Yeah.
That's been LG's Achilles heel to me
Yeah.
since I've owned a C8 is the standard definition processing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it
Yeah.
just
I'll
hasn't
be
been.
honest with you. I've never really had a problem with my C10. I don't, it probably has to do with your signal and what cable company you're using. And I'm sure that has a lot to
True
do with
that.
it too.
True that. And you also made a very, very good point talking about these TVs are very close. The
Right.
S95B though
Right.
seems to be a full step ahead. Sony, um, Vincent Tio got his hands on a Sony A95K, and out of the box, this thing after compensation cycle before 100 hours, this thing, according to Vincent Tio, is at 950 nits.
Okay.
That's the same as what basically I think the G2 should be
Yeah. I
now.
think the G. Yeah.
I hear a lot of people say 800 and some nits for the G2, but I don't buy that. And I said this when the S95B came out. I said Sony's not going to go 1,000 nits. The G2, I was sure that wasn't going to go. I said they're going to be 900,
Right.
950 nits. So Samsung with the S95B, and look, 50 nits, is it noticeable?
No.
Yes, it is. No, I will tell you, 50 nits is noticeable. I know
My
because I
my thing is this though with the
is it so much
S95.
noticeable?
The thing with the S95B is what I notice compared to like my C10 is the
Mm,
colors. The colors are twice as bright as any OLED, and that's a fact.
yeah,
They just
yeah.
are. The colors just have so much more depth and are just so much brighter, and that's a fact. Anybody that's measured them, sometimes the colors are 3 times as much as a regular
Right, yeah.
OLED. So
They can separate. I think the reason behind it is they separate the blue, red,
yes,
and green pixel a whole lot
exactly.
better than
That's right.
WRGB.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a QLED, right? Yep, exactly. So
let me
that's
get.
the difference that I see. And if you saw it yourself, Joe, you would see it right away. I mean, it's
Oh
it's
yeah,
really obvious.
yeah. I mean, of course, it's not as good as seeing, but I do rely on certain people like Luke. You're one of them, and when I
Right,
listen to you speak about these things,
right.
um, I have an idea. Okay,
Yeah.
so my idea is not, oh, LG's the best, poo poo on everybody. No, my
No.
idea is like, hey, that's what it is. But
And something, I love LG. Every TV I've bought before this, OLED wise, have all been
yeah,
LGs, and so I'm
well, they make
yeah,
the most sense. They just do a
yeah.
lot of
This is the
things.
first Samsung TV I've ever bought, and I'm really impressed with it. I mean, when I come up in my room at night and I turn it on, I see the colors. I'm like, damn. And I watched that movie.
Right?
Yeah, I watched that movie. It told me to get, and wow, did that look good in HDR? The one with
Oh,
Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah.
um,
Remember you told me
oh
to
shit,
get
the
it, and
Revenant. Oh my gosh.
yes, yeah. Oh man,
Oh my
wow.
lord. Like, yeah. Well, let me ask you
Yeah,
this thing. Let me ask you this.
fantastic.
Here's the other part to that.
Yeah, I
We
know it's
really
coming.
needed you to hook that 820, that Panasonic player to the S95B and tone map it.
Yeah, so I didn't do
So,
that,
like,
but
you gotta do that, but I'm
yeah,
willing to bet, like I said, I'm sure on that on your S95B, that
right,
scene at the end, Luke, he's, like, going to find he's on his revenge trail. It's after he's left. I'll
right.
tell you exactly what it is. He and the captain leave,
Yep.
the fort when they realize he's not there, and that dude shoots the captain, okay, and then they pan to Leonardo
Yeah,
DiCaprio,
yeah.
and he looks up because he's nowhere near him, and that's when
Okay.
you see the mountains and the clouds and stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
My C10, C1 couldn't handle it,
Yeah.
but I
I'll have to
bet the
check.
S95 he could.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's towards
Look
the end of
at.
the movie.
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what scene you're talking about. So I'll go
Yeah,
back and check that out.
yeah, yeah, my C1 couldn't handle it, man. The S95, Blue says the S95B's brightness really is impressive. They're screwing up if they don't have the 77 next year. It makes me wonder. I knew that Sony was not going to push as hard, but it's not very often I'm right, guys. And I said that Sony would be like 900, 950, and it is. I'm wondering why. I'm pretty sure it can go above that, right? We would think the Sony
I don't think
QD-OS would
I just
go
don't
above
think Sony
950.
wants to push their panels up. They're not about pushing their panels like that. I really think that's a lot of it, honestly, with the Sony.
I wonder what the thought is by that. And by the way, Vincent Tio, he's out here opening up that A95K. He's like, yeah, whatever. These numbers don't look great. I'll just run this compensation. Dude, I got beat over the head so bad like a year ago, 8 months ago, because I railed on this, like, y'all, dude, what are you talking about? Pixel refresher is fine.
Yeah.
So many people get, nah, nope, Sony says. Sony says. I don't care what Sony says.
Sony says what?
Yeah. Well, if you go like, so when Sony released the A80J and the A90J on Sony's website, they basically said, I don't know if they included a manual pixel refresher, but if they
Yeah.
did, they definitely said do not run it because it may harm your panel.
Huh.
So then everybody and their brother got on YouTube and was like, man, pixel refreshers aren't good for any panel.
That's bullshit. Yeah.
And I was
Right.
like, yo, I run my pixel refresher all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and it's
Of
never
course.
harmed my display because I'm always checking the brightness.
Right. Right.
So it was just funny to me that
Has
there's some
Vincent
calibrators out there now, man, and they recommend running that compensation cycle before you even hit 200 hours.
Yeah. Has Vincent reviewed the A95K yet or not, Joe?
Yeah, he did the unboxing and he did a video, man.
Oh, he did?
He hasn't done his final review though. Let's see. I
Oh,
wonder
okay.
if
That was a while ago, right?
77 AJ is the EX panel because it goes really bright. So I don't think so. I don't think so, buddy. Um,
Yeah, I don't know. I
man.
don't know
That's a
about
good
that.
question.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
So
something that Classy would know, or
right,
Matt would know. They know all about those panels,
that's right.
so
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
think that is a better question for.
Yeah, I would ask Matt. He would be able to tell him that. That's for
Oh
sure.
yeah, shit, yeah, Blue. Why didn't you ask Matt when he was there? Dang it,
Yeah,
that's the perfect guy to ask,
that's
right?
the man right there.
Yeah. Well, dude, Blue, I'm sorry, man. You're not feeling well. We went through this house for like 3 weeks, dude. Ravaged the kids, then it ravaged us. It was not fun, brother. Not fun.
Did you have COVID, or you just were
Oh
sick?
I definitely had it. Yeah, we had it
Uh,
here. So yeah, it was the first time I'd had it. And hey, Luke, you want to hear something funny? You just
sure.
dude, we did a live stream and we watched a Phil Tippett. We watched a Mad God trailer. I'm pretty sure that video got copyright striked.
Did it really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Whatever.
we're just like, all we did was show a preview that's on
Yeah.
the internet. That was
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, dude. Blue, man, super sorry that happened. But hopefully next Wednesday or so, you'll have a lot of data to give us. Lots of information, lots of data is going to be coming from your way, I'm pretty sure. So,
Blue. Hey, Blue. Did you get a chance to watch the movie yet, or not? Just wondering.
yeah, I think he may have.
Is he gone?
No, I think he might have said something about that. No, it was Dwayne. Dwayne said he watched it, but I know he hadn't watched it as of last night, and I guess he's not feeling well today. So I don't know if all he did was sit
Yeah.
around and watch movies, or he could have just sat around late in bed and
I don't
slept off
think
an
I'd
hour.
watch it. I don't think I'd watch it if I wasn't feeling well.
Yeah, he said he did. He said I did. Going to this weekend now though. Yeah, you been. Oh man, my dog is. That's the hound dog over there howling. But
Who
anyway,
let the dogs out?
yeah, right. He's over there letting everybody know this
Joe,
is
I wish you were closer. I wish you could come over, and I know this is going to sound crazy, but man, this Sonos is sounding so good right now. Oh my God, dude.
dude.
I can't even get over that bass has just made such a huge difference. I can't even believe it. Unbelievable.
And I would bet you, my friend, that like a lot of people don't even realize that they can pair that Sonos sub with another sub.
Man,
And that's one of the really good things that Sonos did with that system.
absolutely.
Um, so yeah, I think yeah, man, thank you for getting that message out there and please do it as much as you can. I think like me, I just thought for a long time, hey, a subwoofer or whatever, that's good enough. But it's such a drastic difference when you end up
Huge.
having stuff. It's such a
I
drastic.
think you'd be really impressed with it if you heard it. I mean, honest to God, it sounds that good. It
Oh
really
yeah, I mean
does.
a single Sonos sub is so highly rated, tested, and proven that if you added two, like add another one to give you two Sonos, it's got to be outstanding.
Yeah.
You know, got to be outstanding, man.
Whatever they do with their DSP Sonos, it's on another level. It really is. They got that so
Well, that's
wired
interesting.
in, man.
That
Yeah.
is interesting, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Their
Yeah,
DSP is just wow. So
man,
good, man.
that's good to know because honestly, I don't think I've heard anybody say that before, dude.
Yeah.
That's very
Yep.
interesting, but that would make sense as to why everybody says it's so good.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
They
because
just
it's like, I mean, if they have a leg up on that digital sound processing,
whoever they have doing that has got it dialed in right to I mean
I
it
think it's
is right.
proprietary to them, dude, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they do that in-house.
They do it in house. They
Yeah,
definitely
because
do it
the
in house.
only thing that you can pair with a Sonos, I believe, is damn, they have these speakers, I forget what they're called. Starts with an A the Hios. I believe you can pair Hios systems with Sonos. Sonos.
Hmm. Okay.
Um, but I'm not 100%, but
Are
they're
they?
one of the.
They must be made by Sonos then, right? I would think.
Well, so in the beginning, I'm not sure they were, but years ago, they were one of the only companies. Now, I think a lot of them do. Marantz and Denon and Yamaha, I think they all pair with Sonos. I keep saying Sonos.
You're right.
Helos,
That's true.
right?
That's
Helos
true. You're right.
compatible, which is, I want to say it's like that was their proprietary satellite speaker.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to run wires to it or anything.
But
It
you're
just
right.
charged up.
The new amps do pair with. I read that the other. I was reading about
Yeah.
Blues amp, and I saw it on there. I'm like, damn, you can. That even pairs with Sonos, man. That's really cool.
Yeah, yeah, and,
Really cool.
Sonos, they were the first ones to do that. I'm fairly certain, but per usual, I could be wrong. Usually am pretty certain they were the first ones. But like I said, it's in all the mainstream or major players for AVRs. Emotiva, I don't think has stuff like that, and maybe
Yeah.
Trenoff doesn't, but Yamaha, the other brands, they're doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
they've been
great.
doing it for a couple of years now. So yeah, I don't know that Sonos owns it anymore. I don't know, but
What I like
there's a
about my
lot of people.
Sonos is I get right on AirPlay 2 on my iPhone and be right into that system, man. One, two, three, boom. And it's on. And it's playing all lossless files, which is they
Oh
sound
man, yeah, that's
fantastic.
another
So
thing. Again, Sonos, man, they're just hitting it out of the park, man. Like, gotta be one of, if not the premier soundbar satellite system you can get in that arena.
I think so.
I think well worth the money, man. Well worth the money.
Yeah, they're not cheap. I mean, I got probably 3 grand wrapped up into this, but I don't know. I think it's worth it. I really do. I'm happy with it.
Okay, so our friend Blue, he says, "Did you guys ever see Emotiva has a 13 channel processor for like 1K, but it's sold out, brother? It's always sold out. And let
Yeah,
me tell you, Blue,
I
I
know what
happen
he
to own
did.
one. It's the MC1, the Basics
Yeah,
MC1,
yeah.
and I love it.
Good luck
It
trying to
it,
get one.
it only does Dolby sound processing and DTSX, and Dolby Atmos does the full gamut.
Yeah,
Even 2 channel, but that's all it does. Doesn't do Oro 3D, doesn't do IMAX enhanced. Um, there is no FM AM on that, just Bluetooth. There's 6 HDMI inputs, but it
right.
is 13.2 channels, right?
Wow.
So
Damn.
wait a minute. Maybe it's 13 in all. Shit. I gotta look at the back of it.
Damn.
But dude, it for $1,000, y'all.
Yeah, that's a
So before
steal.
I bought this thing, I'm like,
How many watts
man.
is it, Joe? How many watts per channel?
Well, see, here's the thing. Like with it's a pre-pro,
Okay.
so it doesn't carry amplification.
Oh, okay. Okay.
right? However, what I'll say to you is when we go out here and buy an AVR and they tell us,
Okay.
hey, this amplifier, this AVR is rated 200 watts per channel. What they mean is it's 200 watts for two channels. By the
Right.
time you hook up 7, 9 speakers,
Right.
11
Right.
speakers to
Right.
that chassis, what you're going to find is
Yeah.
40, 50 watts to a channel.
That's all you need, man. That's plenty enough.
That is
Plenty enough.
actually it is that is true. But for me,
Absolutely.
I was like, I want to experience a processor.
Yeah.
Emotiva offered the best way to get in there. We ordered it before 2021, before they even came out. My love ordered it for me for Christmas. Of course, it didn't come till late January. But as you said, Luke, good luck getting your hands on an Emotiva MC1 right now.
Mm.
It's just,
So what's
but
it do, Joe? Does it like is it like a DAC, like in a sense where
so
it,
it's a really really simple machine, man. It
okay.
will only feed you. You can upmix to Dolby Atmos or DTSX.
Right.
However, um, the machine will really only spit out what you feed it. So there's no
Okay.
guesswork. Like,
Okay.
am I in 5.1? Am I in
I got you.
7.1?
I
Or
got you.
am I running 7.2.4? There's no
Right.
guesswork.
Okay.
Um, whatever signal you push to the MC1, it's gonna recreate. I I don't want to say flawlessly, but the beautiful thing about the MC1 is it's so simplified, man. It
Okay.
is dumbed down. Listen, there's no Oro 3D, there's no AM FM tuner. All these things cost money.
Right.
There's no, excuse me, there's no XLR outputs. That
Okay.
saves money.
Yeah.
There's no 4K 120.
Okay.
Okay. It's only 4K 60.
Right.
There's only 2 HDMI outs. All of these things save money. And the Emotiva was built basically to process sound and send it to up to 13 speakers and 2 subwoofers.
There you go.
Okay, so when you're looking for that, it just does it impeccably. I think
Yeah.
I've never had a pre pro before. Immediate difference for me.
So
Yeah,
did you get
all
it
of them.
based did you get it more for movies or for music,
I
would you
did for
say?
sure. I really got it for physical media, man, because we
Yeah.
don't have cable, we don't watch TV. I
Right.
haven't watched TV in a couple, maybe a little more than a couple years now.
Okay.
Um, so for me, though, the only way to really, well, one of the best ways I will say to get that demo audio, that demo video is you gotta have hard copy. You
Yeah.
gotta put it on a disc,
You
and then
do.
you have to have a capable player like your UB820,
Right.
and then you can really feed. Like it's a shame, I
Yeah.
think, when we take these displays that we pay a lot of money for
Right.
and we feed them like a cable box.
Yeah. True.
You know that cable box? They say they're outputting in 1080p. It's probably
Right.
not. It's probably
Probably
720.
720
Yeah,
more than
whatever.
likely. Yeah.
The TV's now just gotten so good at upscaling. So
Exactly.
for me, and the same thing is true with audio, my man. Like I can watch a film on Netflix and have good sound. However, I know that there is that's not that bit rate
Yeah.
is compressed and compromised.
Yeah.
When I watch it on physical media, I can be
Yeah.
sure
Right. It's not.
that there is no compressing.
Right.
It is
That's a
just, and
yeah.
I can also be sure that my MC1 is not dicking with that signal.
Yeah. And
It
I'll
is
tell you
just
something,
receiving it back.
where I see the big difference with the physical media is definitely more with the sound. The sound is the sound is so much better. It really is.
Lou says, never understood 4K 120 input when eARC exists. Run your games to the TV for less input. Like, that's so true. So I have the Series X and I don't run it to the MC1 because the MC1 can only reproduce 4K 120.
Right.
Um, so yeah, all this fighting over the last year, 2 years with AVRs saying they do 4K 120. You know, we all have LGs. Just look it straight to the display. You're running 4K 120, no problem. You got VRR,
Right.
and you have G-Sync. You
Right.
know, and nobody else has been giving you all that. So
That's true.
that's what it is. But anyway, we're going on 50 minutes now, Luke.
All right, brother.
And Blue, it's Friday night. I'm tired as hell. Work till 8:00, 8:30 tonight. Didn't even take a shower when I got home. And I got to get up and do it again tomorrow.
We'll catch up during the week, bro. When do you want
Yeah,
to
bro.
hook up again?
Yeah, man. I
Wednesday
really
or
appreciate you guys, man.
no, man?
Um, and Blue, we're going to be looking for lots of input for you. Sorry, I don't mean to. I'm just looking at the clock. I'm like, we've been out here 50 minutes, and it's 11 o'clock, y'all. It's
So you
way.
want to get together on Wednesday? Is that what you're looking
Yeah,
for,
yeah. Let's
Joe?
do Wednesday, and let's push it back a little bit for the West Coast people. Yeah, like 9 o'clock.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, yeah. We'll push it back a little bit so we can hopefully get be easier for people.
Sounds
Hey,
good,
our guy
bro.
Blue says he'll be ready Wednesday. We
All
got
right, Blue.
lots of
Get
data,
better, man. Get better.
lots
Get
of
better, bro.
data that I'm sure he's going to be bringing us. Blue, get better. Blue, always a pleasure, my friend.
Absolutely, Joe.
Yeah, for anybody watching or that did watch, thank y'all. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. I'll
Yeah,
talk to you Wednesday, my friend.
hell yeah, brother. All right, y'all. Be
Good night.
good. Be safe. Boom.